Hi everyone, this is Abhinav from PhoneBunch and today we are unboxing the Coolpad Dazen 1. It was launched in an event in New Delhi along with the Dazen X7, that's the flagship variant. This comes in at Rs 6,999. Features 2 gigs of RAM, 8 gigs of internal storage, Snapdragon 410 quad-core processor, 64-bit, 4G LTE support, a 5-inch HD IPS display, 8 megapixel rear, 5 megapixel front-facing camera, 2500 mAh battery running Android 4.4 KitKat. So let's open up the box to see what we get inside. Now this phone will be available through flash sales on snapdeal.com starting June 9th. You can register for it. It will be available in white color for the first flash sale. That's a Dazen 1 and you have a 2500 mAh battery right there. Now we got to take a look at the Dazen 1 at its launch event along with the Dazen X7. Both smartphones will be available exclusively on Snapdeal. You have your user guide as well as warranty statements right here. Pretty elaborate. Next up you have a micro USB to USB data syncing and charging cable and your 1 amp USB wall charger, no earphones included within the box. So folks, this is the new Dazen 1. Some information written in Chinese, can't read that really. Now if you move to the left of the device you will be able to see that you have the volume rocker right there. Now the volume rocker is actually glossy, but the side as well as the back is made out of matte plastic. Decent feedback, good travel. At the top you have the 3.5mm audio jack. On the right of the device you have the power lock and unlock button, again glossy finish. Moving to the bottom of the device you have the micro USB data syncing and charging port and the primary microphone. Overall the construction does feel pretty solid. You have an 8 megapixel rear camera, LED flash secondary noise cancellation mic, and you can see the Dazen and Coolpad branding in silver color. The speakerphone can be found at the bottom, which is a bit flush with the surface so sound would get muffled. The back has a very nice soft touch, rubberized sort of finish, quite like the Redmi 2. It is slightly slippery I would say, but still the phone feels very good to hold in the hand. It is quite light. Now let's open up the back cover. In itself too, the back cover is very solid, doesn't bend or flex that easily, not when on the phone too. So you can see right here you have 2 micro SIM card slots, both can use a 4G SIM, and you have a micro SD card slot where you can use up to 32 gigs micro SD cards. Let's put in the battery and we'll power on the phone for the very first time. Very snug fit for the battery over here. Overall the phone has very good construction. Now we have started booting up the device. You can see the Coolpad and Android logos right there. Now at the top you have a 5 megapixel camera, proximity and light sensors right there as well along with the earpiece you see at the top. Coming to the bottom you have a single home button right there which is flanked by a capacitive back as well as menu key, and all three light up. So you can see right there Cool UI booting up. I'll come back after setting up the device. You have 5-inch HD IPS display over here and you are running Cool UI 6 on the device, which is quite similar to MIUI 6 as well. There is no separate app drawer, all apps are available right on your home screen. You can see that the capacitive buttons do light up here as well. Overall the performance is pretty smooth on this device. You have all your apps right there. You can organize them into folders. You can add more apps to folders as well. You have your quick toggles right up top. And like the Redmi 2 as well, this phone is running Android 4.4.4 KitKat and not Lollipop. But we have been told that it would be upgraded in the future. You see right there, Android 4.4.4. Coming to storage, out of that 8 gig ROM, you have about 4 gigs available. You can expand that with a micro SD card up to 32 gigs. And it's possible that you can change the default storage location for apps to SD card. We'll check that out. Sadly, USB OTG is not supported on the device. You can see that in the file manager as well. Now let's talk about this display. Good sharpness, wide viewing angles, no major distortion in colors or brightness. Still, color reproduction is actually pretty decent. You can see that right here. Colors really pop on this display. It's quite sharp too. No major distortion. You have an 8 megapixel rear and a 5 megapixel front facing selfie camera. A pro mode has also been included where you can control white balance, exposure settings as well as ISO. You can switch between the different modes very easily. It's a smooth camera interface. Images are taken quickly as well. There are some filters inbuilt as well so you can play around with the image. Now this is the image that I just took. It's not that in focus but colors do look alright. My hand must have just shaken. And this is the front facing camera. Images are captured quickly here as well. But you can see that it turned out quite blurry, so you would have to have very stable hands to capture through the front facing camera. Coming to the launcher itself, you can go ahead and customize the effects of the transitions between different home screens. Again, as I've said, no app drawer. All apps are available right on the home screen. You can organize them into folders. You can add more apps very easily as well. It's very reminiscent of MIUI 6. Even the icons actually do look quite similar. You have theme support baked in here as well. Swiping from the top opens up your quick settings. You can go ahead and customize these too. Next up, we have some gestures available here. So you have double tap to wake, slide to unlock. You can draw several characters on the display to open up different apps. So double tap to wake actually does work quite fine. You can see that. And then you can draw an M to open up the music player. So these are functional and do work quite well. Next up, you have the dual window, multi-window, dual screen, whatever you want to call it. You actually can use two apps at the same time. On a 5-inch display, this feature isn't actually that useful, but still does work fine. And then there's rock wallpaper. You can go ahead and change wallpapers very easily and just shake it to change the effect that is applied on the wallpaper itself. This is the default keyboard. We are opening up our mobile website. Scrolling seems to be pretty smooth over here. Let's switch to our full website now. Here too, scrolling is smooth, but yes, images and text do take a slight longer to load. But pinch to zoom is very smooth over here. Overall web browsing is quite fine. Even general performance on the device is pretty good. Apps open up readily, you can just see that. And you have about 1.4 gigs of RAM free, even when we have opened so many apps in the background. Overall performance is smooth, apps are not killed quickly. The device has very decent build quality. It looks like the Redmi 2 quite a lot. And priced at ₹6,999, that's a major competition. The Euphoria and the Redmi 2. The Euphoria comes with metallic build and the Redmi 2 actually comes with a better form factor, is more compact. So we'll check this phone out, how it performs in everyday usage along with its camera and gaming reviews. So stay tuned to PhoneBunch.com for the latest in mobile technology. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let us in the comment section, and as always, have a great day.